Last week, the family put out a statement saying their son has a disability, along with a unique care plan.
Since then, we've heard from many of you asking about that plan, so we decided to go in depth and get some answers for you. Our Melissa Hippolyte is here to share what she found out. Melissa?
Yes, Cheryl and Bill, we heard from a lot of people on social media who had questions about what type of support services the child who shot his teacher was receiving at school. They were surprised to learn from his family that his parents attended school with him every day. So we investigated why that might happen, if it's legal or even recommended. Questions and comments came flooding in from viewers after this statement was released by lawyer James Ellenson, who is representing the family of the child who shot his teacher at Rich Neck Elementary School. In the statement, the family says their 6-year-old son suffers from an acute disability, and he was under a care plan that includes his mother or father attending school with him and accompanying him to class every day. They also said the week of the shooting was the first week, quote, we were not in class with him. Local special education advocate Candace Lucas says the statement immediately raised red flags for her.
That is highly inappropriate, highly inappropriate. The parent is to be a support, not to be the main provider of the service, especially if we see a child that has high needs. That's like me going in to conduct a surgery on my child when a pediatric surgeon should be doing the surgery.
Although the school system has not responded to our questions about what type of care plan the child was under or why the parents weren't there the week of the shooting, we did learn from a spokesperson for the Virginia Department of Education that it is possible for a parent to attend school daily with a child under an individualized education plan or IEP, but it would be rare. In fact, Henrico told us school attendance by a parent would not be written into an IEP in that division. And Hanover said they would not have a parent attend class with their student on a daily basis.
I would hope that the school division did not make this a prerequisite for the child to remain in the school, that the parent sit with the child.
We asked Mr. Ellenson for more details about the child's care plan, but he said, quote, we are making no further statements at this time. The Newport News School Board voted to fire the superintendent on Wednesday, and the assistant principal at Rich Neck resigned the same day. Candace Lucas says it's typically the assistant principal that oversees special education plans, but she says many are not properly trained under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act.
The JLARC report that was done in 2020 that was commissioned by the General Assembly specifically stated that the staff administrators are not trained to implement IDEA with fidelity.
Lucas says she believes the school should have determined if the child required a threat assessment and potentially required a one-on-one trained behavior aid.
We're supposed to be the experts to be able to implement the Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 interventions to support the child within the school setting. And if that was not possible, then alternative placement should have been explored.
Now, we do not know if a threat assessment was conducted or not. By alternative placement, Candace Lucas is referring to sending the child to a private school where the child could receive that one-on-one care. Now, if a school division cannot meet the needs of a student, they will pay for a child to attend the private school.